I'm Ruby McTress, and today I'm going to be reading chapters 1 through 2 of Middle School, The Worst Years of My Life by James Patterson and Chris Tibbetts. You see, this book has an awesome cover, and the story, I'm pretty sure, is awesome. And you know what the best part, and you know what the worst part about it is? I own none of it! That's right, YouTube, you can't sue me. Hopefully. So yeah, according to the cover, it's by James Patterson and Chris Tibbetts. Yep. So let's start it right, by the way. Oh, and by the way, when I said reading, I meant like I'm going to make fun of the book. Yeah, so if you don't want to hear me make dumbass comments, then do not watch this video. Simply do not watch this video. So yeah, that's that. So I'm going to give you 3 seconds to click that X button if you think you're going to hate this video, because I will make fun of this book. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's actually begin. I'm Rafe Cachadorian, tragic hero. It feels as honest as the day is crummy that I began this tale of total desperation and woe with me, my pukey sister Georgia, and Leonardo the Silent, sitting like rotten sardines in the back of a Hills Village Police Department cruiser. You also start your days in the back of a police car? High five, bro! Yeah, similarities. I don't actually get arrested. Anyways, now, there's a pathetic family portrait you do not want to be part of. Believe me, more on the unfortunate village police incident later. Sorry. I cannot talk today. I need to work myself up to tell you that disaster story. So anyway, ta-da! Here it is. Book fans and all of you in need of AR points at school, the true autobio of my life so far. The dreaded middle school years. Ugh. It's middle school. Oh. Oh, but 8th grade wasn't so bad, but 6th grade. Fuck 6th grade. Okay. Shit, where was I? I know. Yeah, so the dread. Yeah, okay. If you've ever been a middle schooler, you understand already. If you're not in middle school yet, you'll understand soon enough. But let's face it, understanding me, I mean really understanding me and my nutty life, isn't so easy. That's why it's hard for me to find people I can trust. You need to trust people, man. Gosh, such a dick. Okay, the truth is I don't know who I can trust. So mostly I don't trust anybody except my mom, Jules. Most of the time anyways. Pfft, you don't even trust your own mom. Seriously? You need to trust people. Okay. So, let's see if I can trust you. You cannot trust me. That is a bad idea. If you trust me, then you made a very, 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 extremely bad decision. First, some background. That's me, by the way, arriving at prison, also known as Hills Village Middle School, in Jules' SUV. The picture credit goes to Leonardo, the Silent. Getting back to the story, though, I do trust one other person. That would actually be Leonardo. Like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Leonardo? Ugh, I can't talk. I hope so. Leo is capital C crazy and the capital O off the wall, but he keeps things real. That's not crazy. If you're capital C crazy, then that means that you do not keep things real. Okay. Here are some other people I don't trust as far as I can throw a truckload of pianos. Okay then. There's Miss Ruthless Donatello. Ah, another Ninja Turtle name. Yes. But you can just call her the Dragon Lady. She teaches English and also handles my favorite subject in 6th grade. After school detention. Dun dun dun. Also, Mrs. Ida Stricker, the vice principal. Ida's pretty much in charge of every breath anybody takes at HBMS. That's Georgia, my super nosy, super obnoxious, super brat sister, whose only good quality is that she looks like Jules might have looked when she was in 4th grade. What? Okay. There are more on my list, and we'll get to them eventually. Or maybe not. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work out, as you can probably tell. This is my first full-length book. But let's stay on the subject of us for a little bit. I kind of want to, but how do I know I can trust you with all my embarrassing personal stuff? You can. You cannot. Don't do that. Like the police car disaster story. Well, it's going on YouTube, buddy. What are you like? Death and destruction. Inside, what are you like? Death and destruction. Are you basically pretty good? Pretty decent person? No. Says who? Everybody. Says you? Yes. Says your rents? I think that's his parents, but since they're my parents, they're probably going to say no about that. Says your sibs? Definitely my siblings. Okay, in spirit of a possible friendship between us, and this huge big deal for me, here's another true confession. This is what I actually looked like. Like when I got to school at that first morning of 6th grade. Oh God, I can't talk today. Sorry about that. We still friends, or are you out of here? Pff, I'm out of here, dude. Just kidding. Hey, don't go, alright? I kind of like you. I haven't even met you yet. Okay. Seriously, you know how to listen at least. No, I don't. That is a lie. I do not listen. At least, and believe me, I've got quite the story to tell you. Do you now? And that is the end of chapter 1. I like how short the chapters are. Yeah. Chapter 2. The middle school max security prison. Dun dun dun. Okay, so imagine the day your great-great-grandmother was born. Got it? Got it! Now, go back another 100 years or so, and then another 100. That's about when they built Hills Village Middle School. Of course, I think it was a prison for pilgrims back then, but not too much has changed. Now it's a prison for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Didn't they do that like weird wood thing where you put your hands and head through holes? Okay. I've seen enough movies that I know when you first get to prison, you basically have 2 choices. 1, pound the living daylights out of someone so that everyone else will think you're insane and stay out of your way. Or 2, which I'm pretty sure number 1 is the winner, because, come on, it's free power. 2, keep your head down and try to blend in. And don't get on anyone's bad side. That doesn't work at all, because, no, it does not work. You've already seen what I look like, so you can probably guess which one I chose. Pfft, number 2, like a loser. Markiplier is awesome, just so you know. Okay. Okay. As soon as I got to homeroom, I went straight for the back row and sat as far from the teacher's desk as possible. Good. Slight interruption. My phone fell. So yeah, I'm gonna cut that part out. Anyway, so we just left off where he's like, there's 2 ways you can survive. Free power, which is the bad way, and this way where you can turn invisible. Yep. And we are about to read how this is going to turn out so bad, how this planet is going to burn in a bonfire and practically be destroyed for all eternity. Let's see how this happens. You've already seen what I've looked... Where was I? There was just one problem with that plan, and his name was Miller. Miller the Killer. Is he like Jeff the Killer, except less Jeff, but more Miller? To be exact, it's impossible to stay off this kid's bad side, because it's the only one he's got. Pfft, I know those kids all the time. They suck. Okay. But I didn't know any of that yet. Sitting in the back, huh? He said. Yeah, I told him. Are you one of those troublemakers or something? He said. I just shrugged. I don't know. Not really. 'Cause this is where the juvies sit, he said. and took a step closer. In fact, you're in my seat. I don't see your name on it, yee! I told him, and I was just starting to think maybe that was the wrong thing to say when Miller put one of his extra large paws around my neck and started lifting me like a 100-pound dumbbell. Yeah, you're a dork, man. This character is such a dork. Okay, I usually like to keep my head attached to my body, so I went ahead and stood up like he wanted me to. Let's try that again, he said. This is my seat, understand? It's not good for my voice. Anyways, I understood, alright. I've been in 6th grade for about 4.5 minutes, and I already had a fluorescent orange target on my back. Good for you, buddy. Good way to start off middle school. So much for blending in. No one blends in. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a total wimp. Yeah, you are. You are a total wimp. Give me a few more chapters, and I'll show you what I'm capable of. In the meantime, though, I decided to move to some other part of the room, like maybe somewhere a little less hazardous to my health. But then, when I went to sit down again, Miller said, that one's mine too. Okay, that one's better for my voice, so I'm going to go with that one. Can you see where this is going? We're playing not able to sit down game, are we? By the time our homeroom teacher, Mr. Rourke, rolled in, I was just standing there wondering what it might be like to spend the next 9 months without sitting down. Rourke looked over the top of his glasses at me. Excuse me, Mr. Cachadorian. Oh wait, sorry. That was the wrong accent. Excuse me, Mr. Cachadorian, I said. Gesundheit! Someone shouted. Oh. And the entire class started laughing. Quiet! Mr. Rourke snapped at it as he checked his attendance book for my name. And how are you today, Rafe? He said, smiling like there was cookies on the way. Fine, thanks. Do you find our seating uncomfortable? He said. Not exactly, I said, because I couldn't really go into details. Then sit down now. Unlike Miller the Killer, Mr. Rourke definitely had two sides. I'd already met both of them. Since nobody else was stupid enough to sit right in front of Miller, that was the only seat left in the room. Such a dork. And because I'm the world's biggest idiot, that's my job. Sometimes. I didn't look back when I went to sit in my chair, which is why I hit the dirt as I went down, all the way down to the floor. Noob. The good news, given the way things had started off, I figured middle school could get only better from here. The bad news? ? I was wrong about the good news. And that's the end of chapter 2. So I hope you enjoyed this video, because I didn't, because I had to record the second part. I had to record like 10 times because my dad kept on coming in. So embarrassing, right? So anyways, if you liked this video, then hit the like button. If you disliked it because it's me, hit the dislike button. So, thanks for watching. Bye!